Hello. Yes, I know I'm a couple minutes late. No, only 1 minute late. Trying to get all my ducks in a row here and figure out how to make this work so I can see questions. Um, let's see. Okay. We're getting some people joining. All right. Now, how can I see that on some screen that I can actually read? Uh, See, I'm trying to put it on my Mac. If anybody has any suggestions, because it's really tough to read the little questions. Good afternoon, Mythical K. And let's see. Cooking Mama Garcia wants to be in the live video. Hey, Joy. Hi. Okay. Can I put this? How do I do that? Can I join my own live on another computer? Hey, Carlos. Hi. Shoot. Anybody know how I can join this on my Mac? Let's see. I can see my page. How do I look at the live thing? That doesn't seem to be working. Nope, that doesn't work there. If I have another account, I could join my live there. I only have one Instagram account. All right. Well, I shall have to try to do it this way then. Hope everybody's having a great day. Oh, I should also check on. Let's see. I have too many computers. Because there is something. Ooh, wait a minute. You went to the Warcraft connection? Oh, you went to Sovas, yes. I was there for at Sovas on Friday because the head of my agency, or the creator of my agency, was getting an award. It was very cool. And so I saw one thing, and then I actually did go in a little like booth and luncheon area. Met some cool people and bought a new little USB microphone that I was wanting to get, so it was very cool. To check emails here real quick because there's something I can talk about finally. But I'm waiting for confirmation to make sure that they're cool with me talking about it. I haven't got confirmation yet. I will wait. And hopefully by the end of this, I can say something. Because it's really cool. Alrighty. The lift is broken, Joy? Oh. I'm glad they're fixing it. Bye, Joy. So much fun. I'm not just a voice actor, I'm also a theater technician. So it's kind of fun. My worlds are colliding. Is the mighty Lubu doing any physical appearances in the Northeast soonish? Northeast? No. My next appearance is, northeast of LA. I'll be at Pasadena Comic-Con on January 28th. So that'll be fun. Pasadena, close by. Don't have to fly, which is nice. Am I enjoying Bang Zoom Entertainment so far? Of course. I've worked for Bang Zoom since before they had studios. They were a nomad kind of thing. Eric would book us in different studios around LA. So I've probably been doing Bang Zoom for 20 years. Deontay Black, hi, a big fan. Georgia, Alabama. That'd be fun. I've never been to Georgia or Alabama. I hear Alabama is like a hot spot of theater and film and stuff, so that's kind of cool. And let's see any other questions I should answer. You're blowing audio, Eric. You're here. Nice. I need to redo my demo, so I may be calling you. Oh, the Count of Monte Cristo should have a comeback. He should. That was a lovely anime. Any more Guilty Gear appearances? I don't know. This Streamily, originally we were doing, I think, in November for Guilty Gear, and then that got nixed, pushed into December. So this is more of a holiday one. Though, who is it? Eric Penner? Is that Eric? Eric, I think you're on here. An OCN briefing officer, yes. So Eric, Streamily didn't send me any of the Leo Whitefang prints, and I don't know why, because you ordered one. So we will get that taken care of. I will contact my person at Streamily and make sure that I get one, but I won't be signing one live for you for Leo Whitefang. Maybe we can do a little guest live thing when that comes around. Any more audiobook narrations? Oh, from Eric. Not really. Audiobooks take a lot of time and don't tend to pay terribly well. So if I ever have a huge break of like, oh, I need to work, then I would consider doing some more audiobooks. But it's, yeah, the one I did for ACX, almost 10 years ago? Can't remember. Long time ago. It was just a lot of work. It was fun, but it just cost effective for my business. It didn't work out. A few hours before your finals. Ooh, good luck, Mythical K. Hope it's not too hard of a final. My son's in finals season right now. He's doing his finals. Otherwise, he might be here helping me, because this is hard to do by yourself. Do I collect anime Blu-rays? The ones I'm in. I will. I've got a few of those. It's always fun to see those. It's just also tough to watch your stuff as it goes along. Though I did enjoy Zombie 100 Things to Do Before You Become a Zombie, something like that. And it was a Bang Zoom thing. That was a lot of fun. Just kind of crazy. Let's see if there's any more questions. Scrolling away. Edson, hi. Yeah, good to see you. And okay, let me see if I can actually start signing one of these. First on the list, I have a couple of Chads. One for Michelle and one for Umesh. So I will see if I can make this go down without falling over. I had issues with it before trying to, I don't know if I do it this way. Nope, wrong button. Keep that from falling down. That was exciting when my testing this out, and it was camera falling over. Lovely. All right, so we find the Chad ones here. Oh, long question. So, tons of different work. If I'm asked to come back for Dynasty Warriors 10, thank you. They helped make those games amazing. They, the Lu Bu stuff, the Dynasty Warriors was a lot of fun doing. I would do it if they would bring it back, or if they'd ask me, and it would need to be a union contract. So, don't know if that is ever going to happen. But Lu Bu, that was fun. That was one of the first times I really was challenged vocally to, to do the big, scratchy, deep, rumbly voice thing, and to sustain it. So actually, doing Lu Bu was wonderful because I learned how to do that and not kill myself vocally while I was doing it, and that has since become kind of my stock in trade, is being able to do that big, powerful, gravelly voice for hours at a time. uh, Hot Rod Urameshi. What is the surprise? Well, this is a surprise. Um, I was at Sova's, yes, Edson. But I was only there on Friday, just the second day. My the head of my agency had received an award, so I went to support my agent and see that, and then I did hang out a bit afterwards. Met some really cool people. Did some networking, some exchanging of information. Had some nice meal. Bought a nice microphone. Oop, oop, to do. Yeah, Sova's was at the Hilton in LA. Oh, and you went, Marcia, because you want to get into voice acting. Yes, that's a good place to do it. Did I enjoy Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 dub? Yes, that was crazy. What a complete range of character. I had to go from that little, the smaller version of Dagon, to the big usual thing that I do. But I had to do a little tiny thing first, which was different. A lot of fun. Oh, seeing me go live is, oh, and then a reference to Garen. Thank you. Yes. Oh, you saw me over there? Oh, you should have said hello. Edson, yes, hi. Oh, and you love my work. Thank you, Libby Rose. I enjoy my work. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so for Michelle, we have, let me make sure I have a decent, with scratch paper. That want to work. Test out my pens. That'll work. All right. The thing that we call power is dynamic. It keeps on changing. Chad. All right. The thing that we call power is dynamic. It keeps on changing. And zoop. And there we go. For Michelle. Oh. Michelle, if you're on, would you like it personalized to you? I think I'm going to do that anyway. But let me see if you are able to say hello, Michelle. All I have is Michelle. I don't know what your handle is. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. All right. Personalized. Okay, that goes in the done pile. Any other questions? Oh, Ivan. Hello, Ivan Ramos de Melo from Brazil. Nice to meet you too. Cool. That's a long way. The wonderful internet is, yes. We're all global. That's so cool. All right. What advice would I give to people on the autism spectrum or other mental disabilities that want to get into voice acting? Oh my gosh. It's difficult because I'm, well, semi-neurotypical. I mean, I think we're all somewhere in that spectrum somewhere. Yeah, normal is not real. But, I mean, if someone has, either social awkwardness or whatever, autism-wise on the spectrum, in some ways that might be an advantage, just because when we're doing dubbing and that kind of work, it's very you're in a dark booth by yourself, watching a cartoon and voicing it. Um, so, I mean, but you do have to act. Obviously, you have to be responsive to the director's interpretation and what they want to do. So you have to be flexible. You have to call up different emotions. So if you are able to access those emotions without it overwhelming you, and sometimes that can be overwhelming in people on the spectrum. Um, if you can get that under control, um, I don't see any reason, why there would be any disadvantage at all to that. Uh, if you go to the voice acting conventions and things, we are all somewhere in that crazy spectrum, not crazy, in the wonderful wide spectrum of neurodiversity. Um, I mean, there's a lot of different personalities and people and um, reasons why we get into acting. We're not all, extroverted, run around, look at me, hey. Um, a lot of us like hanging out in a dark booth and watching cartoons and playing with our voices. Edson, you enjoyed the classes on Strawberry Hill. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed those. Those have been a lot of fun. Um, they've done a lot to kind of hone some ideas. And I'm actually going to be teaching, at Cal State Long Beach here in Long Beach. I'm teaching a VO/video game class next semester. So I'm going to be using some of the things I've been teaching you guys in those workshops. That's certainly part of it. What was it like working on Digimon and Audition? Digimon was great to work on. It was one of my first gigs, first major gigs. Oikawa was like the first major villain role that I did. Um, and we would do, because there weren't that many voice actors way back then, we would do a lot of different characters, and work with different directors. And so I did a number of different characters for Digimon, and they went everywhere from some kind of just generic father guy to a skull monster, it's like a skeleton guy, to like Angemon and big voiced angel things. So it was a lot of fun and a lot of different characters, which is always good for an actor to play with. Speaking of video games, how excited are you for Tekken 8? Pretty excited. Is that the Paul Phoenix one that I just did? I don't know. I mean, not just. It was a year ago. So I don't know. I haven't seen it or played it. So next year you're going to take some acting classes, become a voice actor. Yeah. Cool. Good. Yeah, acting classes is the basic. That's the foundation of it all. And then on top of that, then you have to learn voice and how you can work with your voice and your breathing and transform and act with your voice. Because on camera acting, of course, you have the visual. You can see somebody's smile, frown, all those fun things. And you can see all the action. When you're doing voice acting, of course, it's just in the voice, which is different. How was it like to portray the Count of Monte Cristo? Oh, because they kicked ass playing a vengeful character. It was a lot of fun. I was familiar with the story and enjoyed that whole romantic genre and fantasy that's right up my alley. And this was even cooler because it was a space thing, and I love science fiction, so it was like a fun crashing of two worlds that I enjoy. What's interesting about working on these things is that we don't know where they're going, so we'll think one thing, and even the directors sometimes don't know where things are headed, and so you can end up like when I found out he was being inhabited by an alien, I guess, and it was like, whoa, okay, that changes everything. So there were surprises along the way doing the Count of Monte Cristo. Okay, so we have another Chad. This one is for Umesh, and it seems that my power is more akin to yours than that of Shinigami or a Quincy. All right, see if I can fit all that on there. And sort of see that. Okay, and this is Umesh. seems that my power is more akin to yours. This is wonderfully exciting, I'm sure. Unless you're Umesh, then it is. Excuse me. Yours than that of Shinigami or a Quincy. All right. And oops, I drew on the table. Great. Umesh, there you go. Nice. Let that dry over there. Who got me into anime? Dorothy Fawn. That's been a fun story over the years. Right after I got out of graduate school, I was doing a play here in Long Beach at the Long Beach Playhouse. And Dorothy Fawn was my leading lady. And we had a great time. And it turned out that her husband and his brother knew my wife from college. And so the whole kind of reunion thing. But Dorothy went, you know, my husband and I are doing this anime thing, and I think you might be good at it. She's got a good eye and a good ear, that Dorothy Fawn. And so she introduced me to the right people. And they kind of went, all right, you've got an interesting sound, big, deep voice. Let's see what you can do. And they started me doing this little tiny roles here and there. And I did whatever they asked and learned what I could. And then bigger roles started coming within like a year. I was doing bigger roles and then meeting other directors who went, hey, can I use you in this project? And it just exploded exponentially from there. And I have a career. Let's see. Genuine. I can't pronounce the last part. Okay. But you remember an interview where I mentioned that I started out as the voice of God at church? Oh. I didn't start out that way. But that was, I was working for LA Opera in their education department as actually their technical director. And so that's kind of how they knew me. And there was, I can't remember if Mahogany, which was an opera, like a Brechtian sort of opera, where they needed a voice. I can't remember if they got me in for that first. So I did a performance that was on the main stage at LA Opera, but I was just the klaxon horn at the top of the stage. It was a recording. I can't remember if that one came first or if they were doing a community production or community involved, because it was called Noah's Flood, and it's about the flood in Noah. And Noah and Mrs. Noah were a baritone and a soprano from the opera's stable of singers. So they were professional opera singers. Noah's sons and their wives were all kind of younger kid singers, but they were serious singers who wanted to become opera singers. But they were in the age range of 12 to 16, something like that. I mean, old enough that they had some chops, excuse me, but not too old. So they were kind of kids. There was all the animals were children, and they were dressed in fun costumes and things. There was a children's chorus, there was an adult chorus, and the orchestra was made up of high school students, but the first chair of each section of the orchestra was an LA Philharmonic or one of the musicians from the opera's orchestra. So it's a kind of wonderful combination of professionals and community in that. And so that would go every 2 years because they alternated it with another piece for about 10 years. And I was asked to do the voice of God for that one. So I actually have a credit as the voice of God. And it was done in the LA Cathedral here in Los Angeles, and it was just incredible to be in this gorgeous, open, huge cathedral space, and be on a microphone and have, Noah, and it was just echoing throughout the place. So it was a lot of fun. It was a challenge working with an orchestra, because when we're in a booth recording by ourselves, you can do take after take. It's not a big deal. When you're working live, that's it. It's live. You don't make a mistake. When the conductor goes and points, you speak. You can't say just a second. So that was a little nerve-wracking, and kind of, I knew sort of how to read music, but not really. Learning how to read music much better, because I'd follow along, be like, here I come, and most of it was not to the beat. But I remember there was one part that was quite challenging, because it started to become where I had to pay attention to the beat of the music. And so I was watching the conductor's baton go up and down. Like, now I speak, and here's the down. It was fun. So, yeah, that was. Oh, and how did I get into character? You just, with any other character, you just kind of think and imagine and decide to be, large and all powerful, and in some parts in this, because God does send the flood and stuff, so there's a little bit of angry God, but it ends with a nice loving God, which is kind of fun. But I think you kind of think of it more from a paternal point of view, and I'm a dad, so that's easy and helps me get into things like Papa Nier, from Nier. That was very. I used my daughter because Nier was the original. Well, the original is brother sister in Japan. They made it father daughter in the first Nier Gestalt, and then in the remake a couple of years ago, they went back to brother and sister. Okay. Would I recommend Seven Deadly Sins as a sub? I think so. I haven't watched the whole thing. I watched parts of it. It looked good. It was fun doing. Though it gets, as all animes do, really confusing. I should really try to get into Disney and Pixar. I would love to get into Disney or Pixar films. Whoops. Don't touch that. That would be really cool. Disney. Do I sing? Yes. I have to say yes now. I would have said no a few years ago, because I was not comfortable. I still am not really comfortable with it. But in 2018, the Long Beach Symphony, who I also do educational outreach for, they asked me for the Holiday Pops concert, to read 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. No problem. That was easy to do. Oh, my son is back.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm in the middle of a live Streamily thing.
Ooh.
If you can help me, that would be awesome, because it's hard for me to
What do you need?
just like read questions and make sure I don't miss people and stuff like that while I'm trying to sign these things. So I might have some help finally. Anyway, so they asked me to read 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Great. I can do that, no problem. Come back. Then they also said they wanted to have me sing You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. And that freaked me out a little. After some calming myself down, I decided it was time to challenge myself. So I said yes, especially because You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch is very talky in the movie. The concert version that Thurl Ravenscroft, the original singer and guy, there's a little more singing involved and a key change. So there was some stuff that I was like, oh my gosh. So I went to my son's, he might show up on camera, we'll see, but my son's vocal teacher, a vocal coach, and did some lessons there. And then also found a really good vocal coach that I like online, and I still use today. He gets $10 a month in Patreon, because his work really helped me. Every day I worked on it. I did the gig. It went over really, really well. I had to go, all right, I can do that. I've since done another Pops concert with my son and my daughter. And we were all singing stuff like Yellow Submarine and Yo Ho, A Pirate's Life for Me. And what else did we do? It was
I did Under the Sea.
oh, he did Under the Sea, and we were my daughter and I were the
Backup.
fish backup singers, or not just fish. We did all kinds of stuff. But anyway, so I have since become a singer, or admit that I sing, and I use singing warm-ups all the time when I'm doing. Whenever I go to a gig, I'm in the car doing a singing warm-up. I warm down. I would make a good singer for film and TV. I would hope so. We'll see. Oh, Charles Kaloya. Kaloya, yeah. Treasure Coast. Ooh, cool. Oh, I touched something down there. Oh, Akira 25th Anniversary Edition in Blu-ray. Oh, that's sweet. I don't have the Blu-ray version of Akira, and I should get that because that was something I did without knowing what it was. We were working on this thing, and then it took me years before I went, oh, this is a big thing. Do I have a home setup? And if so, what gear do I use? Okay.
You got a bunch of stuff.
So let me see if there's any roles I didn't like in the Disneyland. Walt Disney World. Nice. Okay, so back to my gear setup. Yes, I have a home setup because these days any voice actor has to have that to audition. And you can be as simple as a laptop and a USB mic. That's not what I have. I'm a little over the top. I enjoy my technology. And as a theater technician, I appreciate the gear. So I have a very, very good setup. I work in Pro Tools on a Mac, just like any other studio would. I've got a Neumann U87 and a Sennheiser 416, which are like the two standard mics that are in most studios that we use when we're in. I've also got a Neumann 103. I started off on that, but the U87's a little better. And a number of other mics that I've used over the years, but those are the two main ones that I use. I've got a little kind of 6-foot walk-in closet that I converted into a booth off the master bedroom. And it's kind of isolated in the middle of the house, which helps. I still get noise and noise from the road, from 405, the freeway nearby, airplanes, lawnmowers. So there are things you have to do to mitigate the sound. I've even got like little soundproof panels I put into the windows to kind of lower that noise floor as much as possible. But when we went into lockdown for COVID, all the studios went, yeah, what are we going to do? And they checked out everybody's systems and whether you were broadcast worthy or not. And I passed. All I had to do was buy Source Connect, which is a program to connect with the studios, an audio program. But my whole setup, they were like, yeah, that works. So I was like, yay. It's very cool. So that's the gear that I use. Oh, and just mic pre-wise, I used an Apogee Duet for many years, which I liked a lot. But prior to getting the U87, I was wanting to get a mic pre called the Avalon 737, which is also gear that I see in all of the studios that I'm at and they put me on. And they were back ordered at the time, but I found with Universal Audio, they had an emulation, a software emulation of that piece of hardware, which all the reviews said was like 90% accurate. I'm like, okay, I'm good for that. And a fun thing about Universal Audio, except that they keep taking your money, is that they have software emulations of a ton of gear. So you have your mic pre, your interface to your computer, but then you have, I can play with this mic preamp. I can play with this EQ. I can throw in, de-essers. I can do all kinds of fun stuff. And it takes you down a bit of a technical rabbit hole. But love it. It's a lot of fun. And different mic preamps will give you different sounds. And so I'm constantly kind of tweaking things because that's what you do when you have gear. Whoops. Don't do that. Stop. I'm not trying to type anything. I want to look at a comment. All right, so scrolling up. Were there any roles I particularly didn't like? Well, I mean, you try not to dislike anything that you do. Otherwise, it's hard to do. So you find something to like about everything. Even Zombie 100, because Kusugi, I think was the character. Boy, talked about not a likable character, and he did some very questionable things that were certainly uncomfortable for me to do. Stuff that I would never behave that way. That's the fun thing about acting, though, is that you can. We all have deep, dark places, so you can kind of explore some of that stuff within you, get it out, perhaps. But yeah, so that was interesting and therapeutic and cathartic in some ways. Rules that I don't like to do. I don't like to do stuff that's going to destroy my voice. Go figure. So back in the day, EverQuest was one. Monstery things. I couldn't work for 4 days after that. Usually, if it's any kind of big military call-out screaming game, they're just painful to do, and there's not a lot of nuance of acting when you are just screaming your lungs out. So if they're paying you enough money that it's like, okay, I can afford not to work for a couple of days, and go in vocal rest and recover. But you don't want to do that too often because you can end up, injuring yourself, tearing or producing a node or other horrible things that you don't want to have done to your vocal cords. Would I ever do voiceover for any preschool or educational shows like Nick Jr., Disney, any of them? Sure, if they pay me. I did do, a friend of mine was doing audiobooks for kids. So I did some like little short story kind of things, reading wise, which was a lot of fun. And I did something for Disney, Disney International. It's not here, but it was reading audiobook wise kind of stuff. It was reading short stories, but they were classic stories. But they of course starred Mickey and Donald and Minnie. So like Mickey Mouse's Robin Hood or something of that sort. That was really kind of fun and interesting. A Disney mom actually met an old friend of Thurl Ravenscroft from the Haunted Mansion Disney. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's just missed meeting some of these classic old actors. It would have been very cool too. That 25th anniversary of Cowboy Bebop as well. Damn. I only got to do one of those, but it was a lot of fun to do. Again, something I had no idea what it was. Though I don't know if Steve and Bo knew at the time what it was. Maybe they did. But it's, classic now. Would you want Digimon Data Squad to team up with the Avengers of the Guardians? I'd love it if they did, but I don't think that's in the works. Yeah, the Avengers and Guardians are a little not higher level than Digimon Data Squad, but love the Digimon Work 3000. Okay, whoops, you touch things and things happen. Put that down. All right, there. And Terry Hosh, is that Terry Hashimoto? The picture is tiny. Trigun dub. Oh, original, that's a while ago. And look, Dane has joined. Dane J. Price, that's my son.
I did.
Great, so then you can kind of do it from down there, right?
I'm trying a bit, yeah.
Okay. Kaloyo, I can't remember what your first name was. Anyway, you love talking recording, yeah. You pipe music and Vox with a Zoom H4 into the computer, yeah. And AKG Max, AKG are great. And the Zoom F4, I think is what we used on location when we did some short films. We're getting into doing short film stuff, and I was the sound guy. Boom mic, F4, F6, F6. I don't know. The little box worked great. And Commander Samson, Oh, wanting to team up with Coulson? That'd be funny. Uh, oh, and Derek Prince knows her. Okay, cool. All right. In honor of Nightmare Before Christmas 30th anniversary, would I rather celebrate Halloween or Christmas with Jack Skellington? Oh, I'd have to say Halloween. I love Halloween. It's a lot of fun. I mean, Christmas is lovely too. Um, Halloween speaks to me a little bit more. Did Ermac and Angemon hurt your throat? No, because I know what I'm doing. I'm very careful, and Lubu taught me. When I started doing Lubu, I had to learn how to protect myself and how to use a different part of my voice, so that I'm staying off of my vocal cords and using. I have yet to be laryngoscoped, and someday, who knows, I might do that. They stick a camera up your nose or down your throat, but to take a look and see what I'm doing when I do what I do, because I'm using something else. Because I know when I'm on my folds, when I'm on the actual vocal cords or folds themselves, because that hurts. And you know, if you try to do a monster kind of thing, and you're like, ow, that's no fun. You're actually on there. But if you can do something and flap above that, so I'm using something, some sort of tissue that's above my vocal folds, so it doesn't hurt, and I can do that for a long time. Happy holidays from Walt Disney World, and to you. Happy holidays. Hot Rod Urameshi, someday in the future, if I had a son, I want to name him Garen. Actually, Garen is a fine name.
A guy named Garen?
Yeah, Garen's. Yeah, my son says he knows somebody named Garen. I think that's a good name. Edson did 2 audiobooks and then retired. Okay. I did, well, I guess I did 2. And then I did those little children ones, so I guess I've done more than that. But I've watched Mrs. Doubtfire. Yes, Robin Williams, amazing. Robin Williams was just incredible performer. In both comedy and drama, and he could make you laugh and cry. Just tragedy that dementia took him like that. After the League of Legends character, well, you don't have to say that it's after that. People might look at you askance for naming your son after a League of Legends character, because Garen is a standalone name on his own, unless you name him Garen Crown Guard, and then they're gonna know. Disney Mom met Steve Bloom last year. Aw, yeah, Steve's a great guy. His favorite movie is Little Mermaid. Yeah. I would say that's one of my favorites. Just beautiful songs, a lot of fun. Sorry about the typo. Whoops. Okay, I don't know which typo. Ramesh, but come down. Did I work with Neil Kaplan? Oh yeah. Neil and I have done a bunch of stuff together. He's a lot of fun. Good guy. If Gankutsuo ever comes out with a live action, oh yeah, I'd jump on that in a heartbeat. I'm trying to get back into on-camera work, or I'm going to now that that COVID thing is not over, but at least under control. I mentioned Lion King being a favorite movie. Oh yes, Lion King. Wow, another favorite. So it's tough. I don't have a single favorite of anything. You actually met Jim Cummings. Oh, nice. That's very cool. And then we have the Naruto dub. Yes. Are my Strawberry Hill courses only for people actively pursuing VO? You thought about auditing one out of curiosity? Yeah. No, they're for anybody. I mean, some of them, they're definitely geared towards work and copy and trying to, I've lost Streamily, doing copy and working on stuff. But if you're auditing, you're not working on it, so you can just kind of be a fly on the wall and observe. My vocal health and power one is particularly educational, shall we say. I get a bit long-winded sometimes, but it's into vocal anatomy. I'm a bit geeky and nerdy about that kind of fun stuff. But I find knowing the structures and understanding how they work together gives me at least a sense of greater control because I'm like, oh, I know what this is doing. And definitely breathing wise, I've been able to go, oh, there's that muscle. Oh, I can find different, and I can breathe into my back much better than I ever used to because I'm aware of what those muscles are, what they look like. And then I'm also doing some classes with physical therapy for singers kind of thing that we're finding ways to access your breath and your singing posture and your general posture. But yes, I would recommend auditing one of those classes. Brendan Fraser is actually here. Oh, wow. At Disney World for Candlelight Processional. Okay. That's cool. Jeff, you're here. Hey. Saw Jeff at Sovas. And then Disney Mom, you met everybody. My goodness. Look at that. Nice. Oh, yeah, go ahead and eat. My son's going to eat.
You got a handle on things.
I seem to be doing pretty well, except I haven't signed. I need to sign more. Because what time is it? Yeah, I'm going to go past the hour. Hopefully that's okay. Oh, can I do that with live? I don't know. I'll have to start another one. If this one runs out, I'll start another. Favorite episode of Digimon? I don't know. There's too many of them. And I just haven't seen them all. Oh, Henry's dad. I just remember whose dad it was. Henry's dad, yeah. And Oikawa. Yeah. Okay, down there. Have I ever done voiceovers with child actors or actresses? Well, yeah, because there are some kids who are in things. But in particular, my children both did voiceover work because I'm in it. And then when casting would come up and need a kid, I'm like, I got one. And my daughter didn't do a whole lot of it. My son still does. He's now 20, but he started doing, oh God, he did a live action dub when he was 8 or 10, something like that. But he was also doing theater at 8 years old. And so he was a performer already, getting into it. And his voiceover was just a different kind of thing with that. But yeah, he's in my booth a lot. I'm working with him and on his auditions. Did I enjoy voicing Norb and Brittany in Eureka 7 dub? Oh, in Eureka 7, I don't remember that Norb and Brittany. Eureka 7, I can't remember his name. Maybe it was Norb. I don't know. That was a while ago. Eureka 7 was fun. Yeah. Again, science fiction-y kind of stuff. Let me sign something real quick before I get crazy here. So we did Umesh. So now we have a Toby Rama. And it is Toby Rama with, that's the one. This one is for I don't know. But it'll say, good morning, my sweet girl. But it doesn't have a name. If you are on this live and you have requested good morning, my sweet girl, and you want it personalized, let me know. Any favorite season of Digimon I voiced? I don't know. Oh, yeah, because they were so different. Anyway, did you like voicing Bob Makihara from Tenju Tenge? Yes, that was a lot of fun. Brazilian, I believe. Good morning, my sweet girl. Okay, so this is Toby Rama. Now, this is one of those things where I don't know if black is going to work on this. Yeah, well, over here. Yeah. There we go. And there. And an Do we have? I don't have yet anybody who's saying that they want this personalized. Oh my goodness, here's a long. Okay. What was it like working on Naruto, Shippuden, and Bungo Stray Dogs? Well, Naruto, yeah. Tobirama has been a lot of fun. And I've done some other characters, but he's been like the main guy. Again, very convoluted and complicated storyline. It's always fun when you try to get the explanation from the director or the engineer. And they have to talk for 10 minutes, and you're like, okay, do I like the guy I'm talking to, or do I not like him? And then Bungo Stray Dogs has been a lot of fun. Yeah, it just came back for season 5. And Yukichi Fukuzawa, learned some different things about him. Got some backstory and some really kind of fun emotional work. Woo! It's always fun to do. Speaking of child actors, Disney Mom met one from 1951. Whew. Oh my goodness. Yeah, from the 50s. My goodness. Have I watched Joji Nakata's work as Kirei Kotomine? No. I mean, I may have seen clips of his stuff from Fate Stay Night, but I haven't even seen my own stuff. Don't have a lot of time for watching things. I try to do it a little bit, but it's just, and also when I'm researching a character, yeah. Cousin Ryan likes Naruto. Brian Donovan was nice enough, to do to Infinity and Beyond. Oh, okay. Whoops. And I keep trying to write something. And we got some more people joining. Okay, cool. We're coming up on, we'll see. This next one is another Tobirama. Different picture. The bluer one. Yeah, so for this one, it's going to go silver. Should be this guy. Yep. And, oh my goodness, long quote. You're going to watch me write a while. Oh, Marcia. I'm going to say this now, but there's some character. Oh, my goodness. You portray that you have a crush on. The kind of moniker says, oh yeah. Well, he's kind of got it going. It's similar to the kind of Dracula vibe. That there's a seductive quality to the Count, which definitely is. I mean, it's in the writing and it's in the animation, so we played with that a bit. Oh, 15 years of Code Geass. Yeah. Oh, my favorite Spider-Man? Wow, that's a tough one. Yuri Lowenthal. Between Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or Tom Holland. I think I might go Tom Holland on that. I mean, they're all good. But yeah, I'd say my favorite one would be Tom Holland in that group there. Otherwise, Yuri. Okay. So for this one, and this is for Yorlene, we have guide the people and believe in them, for it's from among them that one will come who will carry on when your time is done. All right. Dane, are you still on? He's gone. He's not helping me. Guide the people and believe in them. In them. Okay, for it's from among them that one will come. Who will carry on when your time is done. time is done. All right, Yarlene. And we're still going, but we'll see. There we go. Let that dry over there. Sniper Wolf. Leah, you're here. Hi. Nice to see you. What do we have? Can we believe at the end of the year? Yeah. Who's your friend? It's the year has gone by crazy. What's your favorite dinosaur? Gosh. I don't know. Don't really have a favorite dinosaur. I mean, Tyrannosaurus Rex always comes to mind, but there's so many more interesting ones out there. Raptors are a lot of fun. My son does a raptor imitation, so I'll go with raptor. Subject of celebrations. Disney is celebrating its 100 years of wonder. Yeah. Disney is a force of nature. Oh, cool. Disney Mom, you've got like history. You've met a lot of people. Working on Bleach and Persona 5. Bleach again was one of those crazy, just so many episodes and so convoluted a plot, but a lot of fun to work on. I actually took over for another actor getting into it. That was interesting. Kind of trying to segue into my own version of the character. But a lot of fun and interesting, and got to do a little Spanish, which is kind of fun. And then Persona 5 was a lovely experience. That was really, really fun. And just to have that kind of arc that Sojiro does, and goes from the tough dad to more caring dad, and just working off the other actors in that, when we are able to hear each other and work off of each other, was a delight. Erica as Futaba, just so much fun to work with. So yeah, Sojiro has been a lot of fun, and it was kind of just vocally me, just a little more tired and irritated. Let's see, 15th anniversary of Naruto, yeah. No matter, oh, Digimon, yeah. Happy Digi anniversary. If Scooby-Doo, Tom, Jerry, or Looney Tunes comes out with another film, oh yeah, I'd be in those franchises. I actually auditioned for the latest Tom and Jerry stuff. I audition for stuff all the time. We audition on audition on audition and audition, and then, you get a very small fraction of the stuff that you audition for. Let's see. Oh, and Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer. Thank you. And okay, let me do. What time is it? 2:01. We're still going. All right, we'll see. This one is Sojiro for Colin. Again, if I run out, because I've gone over the hour. Oh, I started at 102, 103. Yep, okay, looks like, well, see if there's any, that's a different number. Okay, we'll see if it goes off or not. If it does, I'll start it again. Colin, is coffee good for you? There you go, Colin. For you. And let's see what stuff I've got to do. If Jim Cummings wasn't already voicing King Triton, oops, don't do that. There we go. Aw, yes, King Triton would have been lovely to do. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff that would be fun to do, but other people get to do it, and I'm sure there's many things that I've done that people would rather they did. Oh, okay, one of the Mortal Kombat composite ones. This one is for Corey. Oops, let's go black on that. Corey, if you're on, is there anything you want me to write on there, or just do Corey? Okay. Did I do some work for Honkai Star Rail? No. No, didn't do any Honkai. I know people who have. Jeff, I think you were on that. All right, Corey. There you go. Hope they get me for Genshin someday. Maybe, except Genshin is non-union, and so probably, unless they switch over and do that. Crunchyroll has taken a lot of the anime and made off with it. Favorite line of Ermac? You like mine, we are many. Yeah, we are many, you are one. I was somewhere, gosh, where was it? I can't remember. But it was a restaurant or something, and it was called The Many. And I almost got a picture in front of it to see kind of like if I could, like, if you know, you know, one of those things. We are still there? Okay, good. Oh, we have Ryder. Okay. Ryder. Fun. That's a favorite. Oh, Power Rangers Megaforce. I did something, I think, Power Rangers wise. Can't remember. Okay, I've caught up. Yay. Okay, so for Ryder, put I am Iskander, the king of conquerors. To win but not destroy, to conquer but not humiliate. That is what true conquest is. Nice. Now, and this one, I think this color. Is it this color? That one. All right. And I, again, don't have a personalization for this, so if you voiced Gosai and Bluefur, and oh, okay. Cool, that was a while ago. Let's see. If you did the Rider print, and you want it personalized, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to put the quotes and sign it. To win, but not destroy. To conquer. But not humiliate. That is what true conquest is. That is what True Conquest. Good quote. And there we have the writer one. Whoops. Okay, now here's a catch up on some of these. This is where it is nice to have somebody who is kind of helping to go through this. Dorothy Fawn, amazing. Yes, she is. And Johnny Youngbosch, yes. And Tara Sands' car, yeah. Oh, you met Dorothy Fawn, Johnny, and Tara Sands. Disney Mom, you have met everybody. Tara Sands, if you know, yes, Linda Larkin. Linda Larkin actually went to my undergrad. She was legendary there. What was working, maybe like working, on Digimon Tri-Adventure? Oh, it was Angemon, yeah. It was pretty crazy. I mean, Angemon's pretty aggro, big kind of voice character, so. But it's a lot of fun. Enjoy working. If Powerpuff Girls comes out with another series, oh, it would be so much fun. Yeah. My daughter watched Powerpuff Girls when she was young, so it was a lot of fun. 10th anniversary Sword Art Online English dub. Oh, okay. I remember being in it somewhere, Sword Art Online. But I don't think I ever found where I was or what I did on it. Okay, we have another Gankutsuo. Count of Monte Cristo. Yay. And we will go silver on that. This one is for Abby. And no quote, though. Okay. ABBI. All right, Abby. There we go. There. Any personal favorite Digimon character or episode? I mean, episodes, I don't know. I haven't seen them all. I mean, Oikawa was a favorite just because that's what I started in my Digimon universe. Samson was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that character a lot. Skull Satamon was crazy to do. Again, it was one of those things where the director takes you someplace that you didn't know you could go to. And that's always fun when you get stretched in a certain direction and go, I didn't think I could go there, and I did. Okay, character, yeah. So, those three. But let's say Oikawa, because he was the original guy. Do my best impression of Count of Monte Cristo for some Ganketsu events in the chat. Oh, gosh. I'd have to find my quotes. Which I happen to have right here. So, Count of Monte Cristo, Ganketsu. Favorite quote in there. It's got to be something along the lines of... Oh, I love that one. Okay. Oh, but that's... Okay. Yeah, a lot of good quotes. So, but this one is kind of fun. Life is a storm, my young friend. You will bask in the sunlight one moment, be shattered on the rocks the next. What makes you a man is what you do when that storm comes. Fun stuff. Did I enjoy voicing Tarkus in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Club? I don't recall. I know that there was something I did in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure before it became really big. Darn it. But Yeah, I mean, what I do is so much fun. Voice acting, we play, so all of this, all the work we do, unless it's vocally taxing and or you're being the director's being mean, that gets bad. But generally, it's a joyful, playful, creative endeavor, and it is amazing that I've made a career out of it. I mean, I diversify. I got a lot of irons in the fire. Speaking of which, let me check my email and see if I can talk to you about what I was going to do, or what I am doing. Aha. Great. They said yes. All right. Whoops. Oh, so I did Abby's. Okay, I have 3 more of these to do. And then I will make an announcement as to where I'm going tomorrow and what I'm going to do on Friday. Is there any chance? Oops! Oh my goodness, things are going around. Do. Is there any chance we could see? Oops! Gosh, don't do that. A near Gestalt version or DLC for Near Replicant Remaster. I don't know. I mean, was Papa Near in Replicant? Papa Near was Gestalt, but I don't think Papa Near was in Replicant. But yeah, that's totally up to who knows. I mean, I think they made money on the remaster or remix of Gestalt. So, oh, my take on AI voices. Yeah, it's a bad thing. No, it's rough when you're a voice actor and your business is your voice, and people are cloning it and doing what they want with it, and that's happening right now. That's, I mean, was supposed to be a huge part of the TV theatrical strike negotiation. Turned out not to be, and maybe because the on-camera actors don't get voice acting. But there's a clause in the middle of the AI portion that basically gave away voice acting, and we'll see what the effect is. But I mean, I would rather humans did dubbing and continued this work. I think it is a bit of an art form, and I'd rather that AI didn't do it. AI is very useful for a lot of things, but it's a bit of an artistic shortcut in many ways. But it definitely cuts a lot of artists, whether they be visual or vocal, out of the loop. And yeah, we'd like to make a living and still do either the visual art that we do or the vocal art that we do. I mean, there's something to be said for legacy stuff, for, stars that you want to see continue, and then their estate gets the money. I don't know. I mean, it's a little weird seeing people brought back to life and acting in things. And my phone is ringing. Let's not answer that. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I'm pretty much against AI. I really wish that the TV theatrical contract had established tighter control over consent and compensation. The interactive contract is being negotiated right now. Really hoping that they're able to do something, because I think video games in particular are even more vulnerable to AI taking over. So we'll see. I mean, it may be that that this career is short-lived, which would be too bad. You know, we like this thing. Any anime convention going to next year in Texas, Florida, or California? California, yes. I'm booked for Pasadena Comic-Con, January 28th in Pasadena, here in California. Nothing else so far, but certainly I have let my appearance agent know that I am willing and available, and we'll see what they book me on. So if you want me to come to a certain con, request, and then they'll request, and things will happen. But we're kind of cut out in the middle of it. Did you enjoy voicing Leol and Hunter x Hunter? Yes. Leol was a lot of fun. I, for some reason, get a lot of lion characters. Or not a lot, but several. Leonine sort of guys. Guilty Gear, Leo Whitefang is... Well, I guess he's not. I think of him as a lion sort of character. But Leol definitely has that lion sort of thing. But it's a lot of fun to do that kind of gravel with a bit of a purr. So I had a lot of fun doing Leol. Okay, so yeah, the next one is a Leo Whitefang, and Eric, I will arrange that somehow with you soon. As soon as Streamily can get me the Leo Whitefang ones they owe me. I will actually look through this again just to make sure I didn't miss it. The stuff that they sent me. I didn't see any of the Leos, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's what we originally were going to be doing. And I have some backups of some of my stuff, but I do not have any of the Leo Whitefangs because those new ones that we were doing for that signing, that Streamily signing in November. So they're brand new prints that they're working on. So a Papa Near print. I don't think I have a Papa Near. I have them on a composite, but yeah, I don't have a near single. But that's certainly one of the ones that I have put on the list of ones that people like. So I know the Leo ones. They showed me the artwork, and I approved that. So we'll get that going. But I'll request a Papa Near one and see what they can come up with. So this one is Sojiro for Danielle Fonset. Paul St. Peter, amazing in Naruto Nights. Yes, Paul's stand-up guy. The brother from another mother. Because sometimes people confuse us, which is kind of fun. It was nearly 20 years ago. Oh, Mirage of Blaze. What was the character on that? Do we remember? Subheart, JP? God, Mirage of Blaze. I remember the name, the title, but I don't remember the character. But that was a long time ago. Ooh, yeah, 20 years. Yeah, I was looking, and I've been doing this for 28 years now. Ooh. We've got One Punch Seasons 1 and 2 Blu-ray. Oh, Metal Knight and Ancient King, and yes, One Punch. A lot of fun. I was trying to figure out if it's One Punch or One Piece, and One Piece is the bigger one, right? So One Punch. And I did Metal Knight in that, and then I did Skull Knight in something else. And again, I get those nights confused. Okay, so for Danielle, and I'm still live, good. A quote that I would like. Oh boy. Let's see. Quote for Sojiro. Well, who boy, you know, when I was young, or you're not causing any trouble, are you? Well, or maybe both. Let's see. For Danielle, on set. You're not causing any trouble, are you? When I was young. And oop, there we go. All right, Danielle. There we go. Okay. And then one more Toby Rama. Oh, so I don't need that guy. Go over there. Where's that other pile? Oh, underneath. Of course. All right. Any other? Oh, Nobutsuna Naue. Nobutsuna Naue. Gosh, I kind of trying to remember. I remember having fun with Mirajo Blaze, and I think it was. I mean, they're all complicated and tough to remember the plots of. Am I excited for One Punch Season 3? Yeah, if Metal Knight's in it. No, I was the character. Okay. Paul St. Peter also voiced Wormmon. He also shares the same birthday as a Wicked Witch of the West. My goodness. That is crazy. Oh. That's crowned in nobility. Bye. A Disney villain? Yes. That'd be fun. The Haunted Mansion did something, new recordings or something, and I auditioned. Didn't get it. Oh well. This one is for Adriano. Please, if possible, please put second Hokage with the hidden leaf symbol. Which one is the hidden leaf symbol? Oh no. Okay. I'll put second Hokage, and then I will find with the hidden. Watched Gantz O dub. Oh, Gantz O. That's getting a long time ago, I think. Don't remember that one. But a demon? Yes. Fun. Let me see if I can find hidden leaf symbol. Is it the one that's on his head? The forehead one? Or is it the arrow with the double U's? The hidden leaf symbol is on Toby Roma's headband. Okay, so that one. That's going to be a little harder, but I will do the best I can. Would I ever portray any homosexual, transgender, non-binary characters? Yes, of course. Yeah. And if I recall correctly, Mirage of Blaze had some connotations or overtones. It wasn't overt, but I think there was a real bromance going on in that one, if I recall correctly. But yeah, that's not a big deal. I have many friends of all those categories. People are people. Okay, so with this one, we want to go silver, and then try to draw that symbol. This is going to be fun. Whoops. Oh, voicing, kicked ass voicing Sojiro. Thank you. Yes. Oh, oops. Lubu. Yes. Lubu was mighty. It was a mighty character. A lot of fun. No, it was a hot exorcist in a suit with angsty romantic fingers for, Richard Cancino's character. Okay, yeah. I sort of remember that. A lot of fun. Okay, so this is to Adriano. And Second Hokage. All right, so this is a spiral. Wow. All right, I think I did it with the little symbol on there. Okay. Oops. One before that. I had a lot of fun voicing Lubu, yeah. I mean, he's just a crazy... The way that Ryder has a joy of life and is vivacious, Lubu has the same thing, but for war and fighting. And it's just fun to go over the top like that. Do I think now I was either gay or bisexual in Martial Blaze? I don't know. It's been a long time. I just remember there being some kind of a real connection with Richard Cancino's character. But whether the actual intent of the author was to go there, I don't know. Did I enjoy voicing Tetsuhiro Shigemura in Sword Online? Yeah. I enjoy what I do. I don't recall that one right off the bat. That's a long name. I think I would have remembered that. Do I prefer voicing a hero or villain? Well, let me make sure I mark these all complete. I would say villain. Heroes are fun, and I did heroes for many years. So that's complete. That's complete. That's complete. That's complete. I didn't do this when I should have done it, and now they want me to do it in a different view, which is really weird. Complete. 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 And complete. Okay. Anyway, so villains. Because I mean, heroes were a lot of fun, but they tend to be, I want to say one-notey, but I mean, heroes have kind of one thing that, and I've got Sharpie on me. They tend to be reactive, okay? Because the villain is busy doing something to them. And then the hero goes, oh my gosh, has to go rescue somebody or has to overcome some obstacle. And that was kind of fun for like the beginning of my career, especially on camera and on stage. I was more into that. The villains tend to be more active in that they're doing something. And they have a reason. And that reason to them isn't villainous. It's a good reason. It's villainous to everybody else. So you're finding it's an interesting kind of mental gymnastic attempt to try to go and find what it is that villain is doing for good that is actually bad. So there's levels and layers and dichotomies and fun things to play when you're doing villains. Will we form a Lubu again? If they ask me, we shall see. I mean, they stopped asking back a few years ago. I just look forward to every game. Oh, that I meant. Oh, thank you. Did I enjoy voicing Tatsuma's father in Blue Exorcist? Yes, that was like a real short little scene. It was a quick thing, but it's like, ooh, it was very interesting, and I wish there was more. In that one. My favorite Disney villain? Oh gosh. I don't know. Scar is a lot of fun, but maybe this is just what Jeremy Irons does with it. Does with him. I mean, they're all good. Disney writes great villains, again, because villains are doing something. So it's just lots of fun to see them do. Blue Exorcist anime coming back next year. Didn't know it was, so yay, I am excited. Okay, so the thing that I'm doing tomorrow, or leaving for tomorrow, now some of you know that I announce names, not only Mortal Kombat wise, but I've been announcing names at graduation ceremonies for universities. I started at Cal State Long Beach. I now do 4 different universities in the Southern California area. So I've said a lot of names. And often when I'm doing this, I get the question of, hey, do you do sports? Because I have that kind of voice. And I have to go, no. Well, after Friday, I'm going to go, yes. I have been hired. I'm going to be in Las Vegas. I'm heading out tomorrow. For Friday, I am the pit announcer for the Karate Combat, which is a full contact karate tournament in Vegas. And I'm going to be the guy going in the blue corner from Argentina, wearing the red trunks or whatever, something like that. But I'm going to be kind of announcing the fighters as they come out. I'll be announcing the decisions by TKO or KO or whatever. And it's going to be a lot of fun and very interesting. I'm assuming they're going to be streaming it. There's obviously an audience as well. I've been talking too much. But I know that I've seen some of their clips of the stuff online on YouTube. So maybe it'll be there as well. But it should be streaming. If there's a streaming ticket, I think. I don't know. I'm just learning about how this whole thing works. But I will be announcing fighters, and that'll be really cool. And I'm very excited to go and work with them and make the product better. I hope, and lending my presence and my voice to their event. So it'll be very cool. And next live, I'll tell you about it, or next thing we do. 5th anniversary of Bungo Stray Dogs. Yes. Yeah, because we did season 5. With Albert, and the Count's relationship. Do you think that they had the same type of hidden bromance in the series? Oh, yeah. I think Albert did have a crush on the Count. But the Count's mysterious and interesting and exotic, which we all like. So I think there was a little bit of that there, and there's an element of danger to the Count that I think is probably attractive. The Count, however, I mean, I think he's just predatory and manipulative. So I don't think it was a relationship requited in that way. But I definitely think that Albert had a bit of a crush on the Count in some way. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Eric, I will contact Streamily and get that Leah Whitefang one and arrange something where maybe we do a little live. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe some more stuff gets ordered and then I'll do another live. 5th anniversary of Agretzko. Wow. 5 years on that? That's crazy. That seems like it was so... Oh, but we also had a pandemic in the middle of it. So that sounds... Well, thank you. Yes, I hope everything in Vegas goes well as well. We shall see. And again, it's something new and different and a kind of fun... different name announcing, thing, but I'm good at announcing names, so that's very cool. And okay, any other questions before we sign off? It is an hour and a half plus, but the live never kicked off, so I'm hoping it's all good. And my wife is home, so now I have help. Ha 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 ha. All right. Well, you all take care. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all the holidays. And a very happy New Year. And I hope the New Year brings us good things. Take care, everybody. Oh, if I send you a DVD print from my end, could I potentially sign it on a Streamily Live? Yes. Okay, if you wanted to send me something, my appearance agent, Celebworks, and on my phone is the address. You should be able to find Celebworks if you Google it. They're in Burbank on North Hollywood Way. I'm thinking it's 1012 North Hollywood Way, but don't quote me on that. But Celebworks is my appearance agent. And if you have something to send in, like a DVD, you can do that. You can send it to them, and then I will sign it there, or I will pick it up from them, and then we can sign it live. We can do something like that. And then I can get it back to you through Celebworks. I don't think Streamily does DVDs in that way. Yes, I was correct. So Celebworks 1012, so 1012, North Hollywood Way, Burbank, California, 91505 is their address, and you can send stuff there for me to sign. Because I never got a PO box or anything like that, and I don't want stuff coming to my house. But Celebworks will do that for me. Yay. If you are unable to make it to Pasadena, and not everybody can in January. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question there. Disney Mom, thank you very much. Magical Christmas to you. And 18th year of anniversary of Gangnam Style. Okay, and 19. There you go. All right. Hey, Jason. Oh my God, you're on. Thank you so. I'll DM you because my wife is here and it's a surprise for her, so I can't say anything. But thank you so much. It arrived. I'd totally forgotten about it. That's so cool. All right. Merry Christmas, everybody.